What's good YouTube, it's your boy Nelson9Bills and welcome back to Adulting 101. You can see some balloons behind me. It was my birthday. Turned 27, thank God. Especially at this time where lots of people have not been fortunate enough to celebrate their birthdays. So I'm very grateful. Thank you for everyone who sent birthday wishes on Instagram, on Twitter and everyone like that. Yeah man, happy birthday to me. Moving swiftly on, in today's video I'm going to talk to you about the reason I have many bank accounts. I don't know how many, but this is like a wad of cards. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7 here, and my wallet is somewhere. Hey, wallet. And in my wallet, I have another one and another one.
Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one.
So altogether, today's video, I'm gonna tell you why I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bank accounts. There is method behind the madness. The first card I have is the Tide business account. This is the Tide business account. That is my business account. For those of you who don't know, I run a music marketing platform called 9Bills, where I help to promote new music concepts and events. So all the payments for that go into my Tide account, into my business account, and then from there goes into my personal accounts, and it's then divvied out that way.
Which way? Yeah, that way. Oh!
My main bank account is with First Direct. I'm not going to show you. I think I'll show you this. First Direct. The reason I went with First Direct is because at the time they had a regular savings account where you get 5% for paying in £300 each month, and the way interest is accrued, you don't actually get the full 5%, but it was better than anything that was out there. And also on their current account, you get £250 interest-free overdraft, which is good just in case like you need a little top up at some point, or there's a gap between when you get paid and when your bills come out. So having a free overdraft is an important facility, which is why I went for the First Direct debit account. As part of this account, I also have a savings account with it, which I call my drip fund, which is basically I put money in there every week towards buying new clothes.
And I used to pray for the drip. I used to pray for the drip. I used to pray for this.
First Direct account is where I pay myself and where all of my incomes get paid into, like my personal incomes get paid into that account, and then from there I have standing orders that go into the rest of my accounts, which we'll go into next. So the first of those accounts is my Santander 123 Lite account. It's important at this point to refer back to the budget calculator, which I mentioned in one of my previous videos. If you have a budget, I use the Money Saving Expert budget calculator, which gives you pre-filled criteria on what your bills are. I have household bills. These are like essential bills: mortgage, council tax, water, gas, electric, you know, all that kind of stuff. From my First Direct account, I have a standing order that goes straight into my Santander 123 Lite account. Now, why am I going into detail to say what kind of account it is? The reason is a cashback account, so it does have a fee, which up to now has been £1 per month, and you get up to 3% on different categories of expenses. Mobile phones, for instance, was 3%, water was 1%, but that changes from October. Over the past year, I've got about £60 in cashback, which is literally like £60 for nothing. It's money that I would be spending anyway, like the essentials. I have to pay my mortgage, I have to pay council tax, I have to pay electric, my phone bill, all that kind of stuff. I have to do it anyway, but I got £60 back. And if you were investing and you're investing in the stock market, for instance, the average over the past 20 years is 8% on the FTSE 100, which is like the Financial Times top 100 companies in the UK. So if you're going to use the stock market 8% average, you'd need £750 in that account to get £60 in interest. So the fact I've got £60 for doing nothing is a win. Again, within the Santander account, I have another savings account with it, which I use for like my motor stuff, so car service, car insurance, tax, anything to do with my car. I have a standing order from the main Santander account to the savings account, and then when it comes to my insurance renewal, hopefully I should have whatever my insurance premium is at that point, or whatever my service is at that point. Just take it out of that account so I'm not actually down like month to month. Next is another rewards account, Halifax Rewards account. Before, the rewards account was really good. All you had to do was pay £750 into the account, have 2 standing orders, and they'll give you £2 a month, no fees. You just get £24 a year for literally doing nothing. You don't have to spend the whole £750. You can withdraw it and then put it back in. But they obviously realised this was too good to be true, and they've changed it completely. So now you have to pay £1,500 or more per month, or you pay a £3 fee, and you get a monthly reward, which is either £5 in your account, a 1 cinema ticket, 3 digital magazines, or 2 digital movie rentals with Rakuten. To qualify to have any of those benefits, you have to either spend £500 in that month or keep a balance of £5,000 or more. Now for me, that doesn't really make sense. £1,500 is double what I was paying into the account before, and it'll be too much like rejigging to keep moving money about. Spending £500, I probably do spend £500, but I can't guarantee I'll spend £500 every month on that card, considering I have many other cards. Yeah, so I personally wouldn't recommend it anymore, but now they've moved me on to like just the basic account, and I don't really use it for anything at the moment. All I do is I've got my credit card set up on there, so when it's time to take a payment from my credit card balance, it comes off. Again, with the Halifax account, I have a savings account with it. I use it for what's called an emergency fund. Now, emergency fund, the financial experts say that you should have up to 6 months of your essential bills. So I've covered the essential bills in my Santander account. I should have 6 months in there. I actually don't have 6 months. If you did have 6 months, then that would be useful if somehow the world was to fall into a 6-month global pandemic. The next card requires you to like and subscribe. So like and subscribe. I'll give you a moment, you can do it now. But yeah, I've got like 3 months or 4 months saved in there, and if shit goes tits up, then I can use that to cover my essential bills, mortgage bills, all that kind of stuff. I have the people's favorite, the people's champ, Monzo. I wouldn't be a millennial without a Monzo account, would I? When you go on holiday, you can spend with no fees. It just uses the MasterCard feed. It doesn't charge anything on top of that. It's easy to split bills. A lot of my friends have Monzo, so when we go out, you can just Monzo me. Do you know what I mean? Send money requests, all that kind of stuff, so that's cool. But the really cool thing I like about Monzo and why I've kept the Monzo account is they have pots. So a pot is literally, it's not a separate account like how I've got separate accounts for my other accounts. Separate accounts for my other accounts. You know what I mean? But you can have a pot where it's just separate money, still within the same account, no new sort code or anything. It's just in a pot where you just move it across, and you can do like roundups, and there's loads of funky things you can do with the app. But what I do is I have a separate pot, for instance, for Euro 2021. I'm going to the Euros with my boys, so putting money aside to it every month, or just like rounding up bills. So when it comes to going out there, I have like a little bit of money to spend. We're going to Budapest and Dublin, so you can do that. So if you have lots of things, you know, Christmas, someone's birthday, do you know what I mean? If you want to put money aside to it, it's better to plan it that way and use Monzo pots to do that. Next, I've got the American Express Business Gold card, which is good for cash flow when you're running a business. Sometimes you might have to pay people before you get paid, and using the American Express Gold card gives you a 56-day payment period. You still accrue points to your American Express account, and just means that you can, cash flow is good. It's literally the only reason I have it, for cash flow. Also have the personal American Express Gold card. Are American Express points worth it? It's up to you. I mean, free money again, it's no problem. The first year of American Express Gold is free. You can transfer your points to Avios, to Eurostar, to Amazon, to loads of different places. I think with Amazon, 1,000 points is £4.50. So if you have 10,000 points, it's 45 quid. If you're interested in joining American Express, I've got a referral link which will give you 12,000 points when you sign up and spend £3,000 within the first 3 months, £1,000 a month. The way to do that, or the way I've done that, is if you have something you're planning to buy anyway, a new game, something, you know, a carpet, a TV, those kind of things. Just put it on the American Express card and then pay it off in full the following month. I don't know if people spend £1,000 a month anyway, but if you do, hit the link, get 12,000 points, which is about 50 something pounds, and I think I get 6,000 points, which is half of what you get, 20 quid. But it's a win-win if you're interested in getting an American Express Gold card, getting some points and using those points for maybe Amazon vouchers. You can use them for Christmas, 50 quid. Why not? Capital One credit card. If you've been watching the Build a Perfect Credit Score challenge, you'll see the Capital One credit card is what is called a credit builder credit card, which I used when my credit score was okay. Now it's perfect. So I guess that's only testament that it actually does work, using that credit card and paying it off in full. Nowadays I don't really use the card because I have the American Express card where I get some points, so I'll rather spend on there and then pay it off using my Halifax account. All the savings accounts I have open, the pots, the emergency funds, all those things, they're not really savings. They're in savings accounts, but they're not really savings because I'm gonna spend them. It's like delayed spending. So when I'm paying my insurance, although it's in a savings account, when my insurance is due, that's what the money is there for. When I get to the Euro 2020, 2021 now, I'm gonna spend that money. The drip fund, I'm gonna spend it. Now, for actual savings, like money that you don't plan to spend, if you're saving for a house, or you're saving for a car, you're saving for something that's really far off. I don't know what else people save for, to be honest. If you're saving for a watch, I'm saving for that bust down, that bust dizzy. Rolex, you wanna sponsor me, shout me. If you're saving for something that's long term, it's a little while away, then I wouldn't use any of these savings accounts. These savings accounts give you 0.01% interest, like literally nothing. When you want to actually save your money, put it in an ISA. I use investment ISAs. An investment ISA is an individual savings account. You don't pay tax on the interest you make, but any account you don't pay tax, but these ones have higher rates. With investment ISAs, there is a risk you can lose your money. Although past performance doesn't necessarily indicate future performance, you can use it as a rough barometer of what you can expect in the future. And over the past 10 years, you've expected 8% interest, and 8% compared to 0.01%, easy winner. So for my actual savings, I keep my money in stocks. I keep some money in Nutmeg. Nutmeg is a robo-investing platform, which means the things you invest in are predetermined based on a questionnaire you do, which determines your risk factor. So it's between 0 and 10. If you're very risky, which I put my one on super risky because it's money that I don't think they'll lose it. And I also have like the management account. So if it starts losing really badly, then someone comes in and like overrides and helps you to get your money back. Obviously, I'm not saying this isn't financial advice and no one should do what I'm doing. Unless you've done the research and you feel like this is the same thing for you. My risk profile is on 10 out of 10. Over the past 5 years, Nutmeg has outperformed all of its competitors in that robo-investing field and has got, I think, 46% returns for its customers. I have the managed account with Nutmeg, which does incur a fee, but the fee is 0.19% per year. So they make money if you have lots of money, but at this moment, I wouldn't say I have lots of money. But yeah, that's what I use for my savings. When I get my bus dizzy, it's gonna be there. If you're interested in opening a Nutmeg account, I've got a referral link, which means you can get the management account for 6 months with no fees. You have to deposit £500 initially and set up a standard order of, I think, £50, £100 per month. You can try it out for 6 months, see how it goes. If you don't like it, you can always close it and there's no money lost. You can take your money out. I think it takes a couple days for the money to come out, but the idea is you invest over the long term. When you do the questionnaire to start up with, it asks you how long you want to invest for, and they sort of recommend to you to invest for 10 years, 15 years, because over that time, there's going to be peaks and troughs. There's going to be bear and bull stages, which they invest into. So basically, where stocks are going to be worth more, or gold's going to be worth more, whatever it is that you're investing in, it's going to be worth more, and there's going to be points where it's going to be worth less. So if you invest long term, then over that long term, you're more likely to end up with a positive return. You can try it for free for 6 months, and if you like it, then good. If not, then you can close it. If you're not keen on letting someone else invest for you, if you want to try picking stocks yourself, you can download Free Trade, which I have a referral link to as well, but I think it expires after one person uses it. So if you want the referral link personally for you, we both get 1 free share valued up to £200, which is cool. I haven't got one for £200 yet. The maximum I got was like £7, but it's free in it. Like I said, free money is always good money. If you want to download Free Trade, I wouldn't say I'm not advising you to do that, but if you want to, you can use my referral code. So yeah, that is my 11 bank accounts. I haven't done all my pots yet on Monzo. It's probably gonna be like 10 more pots. So 21 separate holdings of money, and nutmeg and free trade. So 23 separate holdings of money. Am I crazy? I don't know. Am I organized? I think so.
Now listen, that's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
Jeez, I've got bars, are you dumb? But yeah, let me know what you think. Will you be adopting this piggy bank method where you just put money into the separate pots or separate accounts? Or are you happy to just earn and spend from one account? It's Nels9Bills on Instagram. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, please do so. I'll post a drip from the drip fund, see what I spend my money on. Without further ado, stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next video.